Brought to you by Wall Street Prison Consultants.
I'm Olivia, a custody advisor at Wall Street Prison Consultants. Today I'm going to explain the operations of the US Probation Office. Before moving forward, I'd like to briefly discuss what a defendant can expect when being supervised by US Probation. Their actual job will be to monitor a defendant's employment, their housing accommodations, administer the collections of fines, restitution, and perform drug testing. You can count on them to possibly drop by announced at your place of employment and at your home or apartment. While some probation officers are helpful, many can be indicative and will do their best to find reasons to violate someone. You should be extremely careful in dealing with them. That said, let's move forward. The US Probation Office is a component of the United States criminal justice system. These officers work with individuals who have been convicted of federal crimes and are either serving a probationary period or have been released into the community on supervised release. The primary role of US probation officers is to supervise and monitor individuals who have been convicted of federal crimes. This includes conducting pre-sentencing investigations to provide the court with background information on the defendant, creating supervision plans tailored to each individual, and enforcing the conditions of probation or supervised release. As part of the pre-sentencing investigation, US probation officers gather information about the defendant's criminal history, family background, employment history, and any other relevant information that could be useful to the court in determining an appropriate sentence. US probation officers use a variety of tools and methods to assess the risk of recidivism for each individual under their supervision. This information is used to develop supervision plans that are tailored to the individual's needs and risk factors. US probation officers work closely with the defendant to develop a supervision plan that outlines the conditions of probation or supervised release. These plans may include drug testing, curfews, and other restrictions on the individual's behavior. The goal is to help the individual successfully reintegrate into society while minimizing the risk of reoffending. US probation officers are responsible for enforcing the conditions of probation or supervised release. This may include making sure the individual complies with drug testing or curfew requirements, or reporting any violations to the court for appropriate action. US probation officers work closely with other law enforcement agencies, community organizations, and other federal court personnel to provide support and resources to individuals under their supervision. This may include helping the individual find employment or housing, or connecting them with substance abuse treatment programs. Overall, US probation officers play a critical role in the criminal justice system by helping to ensure that individuals who have been convicted of federal crimes receive the supervision and support they need to successfully reintegrate into society. Their work helps to reduce the risk of recidivism and promote public safety. For more information and assistance on dealing with US Probation Office policies and procedures, you should consider hiring a prison consultant. Now, let's talk about Wall Street Prison Consultants. Hiring Wall Street Prison Consultants when facing federal criminal charges can provide valuable support and guidance through a complex and intimidating process, and help defendants take advantage of programs offering substantial early release. Here's why someone in this situation might consider hiring them. While there's no shortage of criminal defense attorneys to represent defendants in the courtroom, most attorneys' knowledge of custody ends at the prison gates, leaving clients to fend for themselves after the judge renders sentencing. According to legal statistics, 97% of those charged are convicted, with thousands of white-collar defendants sentenced to federal prison each year, the majority being first-time offenders clueless what to expect upon entering custody. Wall Street's services begin long before a defendant even goes inside, and continues after release. Depending on when retained, they guide clients through indictment, trial, pleas, sentencing, and prison survival all the way through supervised release. By using their services, clients develop an edge when dealing with their lawyers. Wall Street takes the mystery out of the judicial court process by educating clients with easy-to-understand step-by-step explanations on federal criminal statutes, indictments, and how it applies to them, so they can make educated decisions about their case and understand the ramifications of a criminal trial versus taking a plea agreement. As I'm sure you're aware, prisons can be dangerous places, and having knowledge about prison policies, early release programs, medical care, inmate jobs, dealing with gangs, staff interactions, and the basic politics surrounding incarceration are the keys to surviving successfully and returning home safely. Many defendants are often confused listening to lawyers, friends, and family members about what will happen to them, and whether hiring a prison survival consultant is helpful at all. While others may have opinions, they are typically not qualified opinions. And once sentenced, it's the defendant's freedom and safety at stake, with everyone else's well-meaning opinions being worthless. When going to prison, knowledge is key, and hiring a prison consultant with facts, instead of uninformed viewpoints, can be the difference between early release and spending unnecessary time in custody. Wall Street prison consultants have detailed knowledge of both the federal legal system and the inner workings of the federal prison system. Their expertise can demystify the process for defendants and their families and help them prepare for what lies ahead, by offering strategies and advice on how to reduce sentencing length through various legal channels and inmate programs, focusing on aspects legal teams might overlook. If a prison sentence is unavoidable, Wall Street prepares defendants for the realities of prison life, teaches them survival tactics, and helps with the emotional transition from freedom to confinement, as well as securing designation to a preferred facility that meets an inmate's needs and aligns with their specific security level or health requirements. Wall Street offers support in planning for life after release, including supervised release requirements and re-entry into society, and doesn't make false promises, but provide a realistic view of the situation and what can be done to mitigate it. While they are not lawyers, they often work in conjunction with legal teams to make sure that all aspects of the defendant's situation are being considered and offer more personalized and continuous support compared to a legal team, especially during the post-trial and imprisonment stages. In essence, they can provide comprehensive support tailored to the unique needs and challenges faced by someone charged with a federal crime, and help them navigate through both the legal and prison systems. It's a specialized service that can add an extra layer of support and guidance that complements the legal defense, but doesn't replace the need for competent legal representation. For more information, contact the director and founder of Wall Street Prison Consultants, Larry Levine, at 213-948-1069, or by email at help@wallstreetprisonconsultants.com. Or visit us on the web at wallstreetprisonconsultants.com.